Hello all you JD professionals. Today we're talking about automation using orchestrations. Orchestrations can be used for a million different processes, but today we are focusing on just one, adding a new user to JDE. A large portion of CNC's time is devoted to creating new users in JD Edwards. Adding a new JDE user ID to the system involves using several programs and can take a substantial amount of time, especially if there are several users to add. Suppose you could automate 90% of this work. Wouldn't that be nice? To save a little time, we've already added the address book number. Here is what currently happens after that. First we go into P0092, add the user ID. Now we go into P95921 to assign his role, CNC Administrator. Then we go to P98OWSEC to create a security record by adding the required params. So we search for the user ID, and there it is. We select it, put in the params, data source, system user, password attempts will allow 3. Daily password change limit 3, and we'll select force immediate password change for when the user signs on again. Now let's delete the user ID and create it again with the orchestration. Here we see orchestration P01012, which calls service request P01012 to create the address book record for our new employee. So here in Postman you see that we're going to enter the required parameters, the postal code, the alpha name, the tax ID, the state, the city, the search type, the address line 1, and payables yes or no. And then we just call our orchestration, which creates the address book record as we see here. Next we create the user profile with orchestration P0092, which calls the service request P0092 to create the user profile record in P0092. Next we assign the role using orchestration P95921, which calls service request P95921 and assigns the role in P95921. Next is the password request. We use orchestrator P98OWSEC, which calls service request P98OWSEC to create the security record in F98OWSEC. So basically all you need to do is provide the initial parameters, the name and the address, postal code, etc., as we saw earlier. Start the orchestration and it does all the rest for you. You don't even need to log in to JDE. For this orchestration, we scheduled it to run at midnight. Here you see it ran successfully. If it had failed, we would have received a notification. So let's see if the user was created or not. And here we see it was indeed created. So let's test it. We'll log out and log back in with the new user ID. It asks for a password and a new password and confirm the new password. This is how orchestrations reduce CNC manual efforts. Manual processes that chew up big chunks of time can be replaced by orchestrations to save you substantial time and money. To know more about how orchestrations reduce repetitive boring tasks for you and your staff, please contact us at info@restfulclouds.com. That's all for now. Bye-bye.